And welcome everyone back to Oswald Field here. Rusty Witcher alongside Jasmine Pankratz. In just a second, we're getting moments and moments away from Game 2 here. Game 1 saw Northeast Community College. The Hawks pick up their first ever win in their first ever game. A come-from-behind 12-10 victory over the Larks. So we're going to take the opportunity here in just a second to start the Game 2. We'll go over everything. There are several ways for you to contact us. We heard from an abundance of people. We've had people from Alaska, Georgia, Iowa, Colorado, Nebraska, Oklahoma, Illinois, Texas, Kansas, and Indiana all check in, as well as being international. We had someone from Russia and the Aussies from down under watching as well. We want to hear from you guys in this game, whether you're a fan of the Larks. Tell us who you are, who you're watching, where you're watching from, and maybe even warm us up a little bit as the temperature is starting to dip and duck here as the sun has gone down. So we want to hear from you. Several ways for you to contact us. First of all, send us a text, 620-217-1465. Again, that number, 620-217-1465. You can also email us. We got some emails during the Game 1. Send us emails email us golarks@heston.edu, GOLARKS@heston.edu. Third way to contact us when Jasmine gets back up here, you can tweet to us. You can tweet to us at GoLarks or hashtag FearTheNest. Quick way, we had a bunch of people on Twitter tweeting along as the game went on. Or you can even join us in the live chat. Jasmine will be in the live chat. She'll answer any questions or comments or feedback that you have about our broadcast using Blue Frame technology and this live stream baseball and the home opener here for the Larks. They said this was going to be a 6:10 start, and we are past that, so it looks like we might be. Oh, the umpires are. Those were the crew we were waiting on, the umpires. They're probably the most important people. We've had a game or two. Last year we had a game when the umpires did not show up in a miscommunicated schedule through the KJCC, as we did not have umps for that game, as Northern Oklahoma Enid was in town. Take a look at the starting lineup here for NECC. Christian Dumont to lead things off. Cale Lavich bats second as the DH. Right fielder Drew Smith is the third hole hitter, followed by Tanner Hunt, the left fielder in the cleanup spot. Dom Sanders is at third base, batting fifth. Cole Spears behind the dish now for Northeast, batting sixth. Colin King, first baseman, bats seventh, with Gene Santos, the second baseman, batting eighth. David Richardson, the center fielder, rolls the order over. And on the hill, Dylan Wright, I believe he's got Australia ties, if not just being from Australia. There were people in the live chat in the first game saying and tweeting that he's got the start. Go Aussies. So we're glad you guys are watching here, that you're with us on this Game 2. Defensively for the Larks, Josh Stivers out in left field, Kyler Reinhardt in center, and Cooper Morgan over in right. Ryan Morrissey at the hot corner, Nick Platten and Logan Dryden up the middle at short and second respectively. Joel Ogletree on the first base side of things, and Jeremy Deckenshire behind the plate for Game 2 with Kalen Haynes on the hill. The numbers on Kalen in his first outing. He pitched down in Texas. Kalen worked 4 1/3, gave up 2 hits, 2 runs. Both were earned. 4 walks, 2 strikeouts, has an earned run average of 4.15. So he's getting a start here in Game 2. Dumont to lead things off, and Dumont in Game 1, 3 for 5, a double and a double and a run driven in. So Kale, the big left-hander, has the dirtiest, grimiest hat on campus. And he will be working lights on here at Oswald Field. Sun slowly dipping southward. A beautiful sky. If you don't understand, Kansas has the best sunsets, hands down. So we'll see what Kalen and the Larks can do here in Game 2. had several people watching, several people came down from Northeast Community College. Looks like we have some people watching. Glad you guys are watching. Like we said, text us. Let us know who you are, who you're watching. Email us, tweet to us, or live chat with us. We're friendly people. Jasmine and I having a lot of fun up here. As leading off the game, Christian Dumont, the shortstop.
Leading off game 2 for the Hawks, number 1, Christian Dumont.
And he'll face off against Kalen Haynes. Kalen, 3 pitches. Fastball breaking pitch and a plus changeup. So we'll see if the action can keep everybody off balance here as NECC came away with a 12-10 victory in game 1. The first pitch of game 2 is low and in the dirt for 1 ball. Maybe Jasmine's going to join us. I don't know. She's down there talking to somebody. Who's she talking to? Talking to Harry? She's talking to your mom, Harry? Kalen paints the outside corner, and the count now evens up at 1 ball, 1 strike. As we're top of the first. And the 1-2, too far outside, and the count now moves to 2 balls and a strike. And Kalen dealing. A ball popped up into the Gloman. Cooper coming underneath it and makes the play, 1 out on the fly out to right field.
Up next, number 3, Kale Ladwig.
Kale Ladwig coming back. So Jasmine's finally made her way back. She was hijacked by Harry's mom. And Kaylin comes on the inside corner for a strike. Hi, Jazz.
Hi.
Good to have you back.
Good to be back. Yeah, so we did have Mr. Park watching from Brazil.
Cool. Write it down.
But the stream wasn't working, so he was kind of watching, but...
Okay. Well, he was watching from Brazil, and he let us know. The count 0-2 now to Kale Ladwig. Here you go. I got you. Ladwig swing, pops up left side. Platten calling and directing Josh Stivers underneath it, and that's 2 flyouts now.
All right, we got a live chat from Monique Knapp. Go NECC, Roy and Monique Knapp, watching from Crofton, Nebraska.
Okay.
Or New England.
Nebraska. Nebraska. Come on.
Could go both ways.
Come on now. Game time temperature, 55 degrees. It doesn't feel like that.
I can't feel my hands.
And that is a first pitch foul back by Drew Smith. Smith in game 1 was a thorn in the Lark side. He was 4 for 4, drew a walk, a pair of doubles, 3 for 3, a pair of doubles, and 2 walks, a perfect on-base percentage. And the 0-1 coming up from the big man, Kalen Haynes. Swing and a miss as he took a little bit off that change up in the count 0-2. I think every time Kylie Brenneman has come back, she's had more clothes on each time.
Yeah. Well, she's so tiny, she gets cold so fast.
And the 0-2. Downstairs goes through JD. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Got the Ryans watching from Tulsa, Oklahoma, emailing in, saying, let's get this one. Go Hawks. My son is catching game 2 from Grand Junction, Colorado, Cheryl Spears. Okay. All right. And here's the pitch, and that's down in the dirt. And the count now 2 balls, 2 strikes. The heck, Kylie?
Gotta know your connections. I hope there's Lucky Charms in here. Yes.
And the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fly ball, that's on the infield.
This is my daily meal at Heston.
Nick Platten
Get what?
makes a play
I can't hear
and
you.
go quiet. And NEC goes quietly. 1, 2, 3. We're back after this on.
At Heston College, I really think about the logo as being centered to who we are. It's a greater than sign. It's an arrow. It's taking people places. And it's taking students beyond their worldview, beyond their comfort zones. It's about helping students be greater than themselves through an environment that is focused on Christ.
There is something greater than anything the world has to offer. Money, fame, fortune. It's finding meaning to your life, to find a purpose for living.
I'm greater than thinking I can do this on my own.
I am greater than my fears.
I'm greater than bullying. I am greater than systems of oppression and confined ideas.
I'm greater than greed.
I am greater than being content with just a Sunday faith.
I'm greater than perfectionism.
So I'm greater than my former self.
A Lucky Charm, I can feel it.
At Heston College, I really think about the logo as being centered to who we are. It's a greater than sign. It's an arrow. It's taking people places. And it's taking students beyond their worldview, beyond their comfort zones. It's about helping students be greater than themselves through an environment that is focused on Christ.
There is something greater than anything the world has to offer. Money, fame, fortune. It's finding meaning to your life, to find a purpose for living.
I'm greater than thinking I can do this on my own.
I am greater than my fears.
I'm greater than bullying. I am greater than systems of oppression and confined ideas.
I'm greater than greed.
I am greater than being content with just a Sunday faith.
I'm greater than perfectionism.
So I'm greater than my former self.
And welcome back to Oswald Field. I wanted to see if you were going to do anything.
Yeah.
Ryan
job to
Morrissey,
do.
Josh Stivers, and Kaylin Haynes all due up. Cooper Morgan bats 4th. Joel Ogletree to bat 5th. Jeremy Deckinger batting 6th. Nick Platten 7th. Logan Dryden batting 8th. And Kyler Reinhart batting 9th. Hunt's over there in left field. Richardson in center and Smith over in right. Sanders at the hot corner. Dumont and Santos up the middle. King over at first base. Spears behind the dish and Dylan Wright
Leading
getting
off
the
for Larks,
nod
number 24,
in game
Ryan
2.
Morrissey.
Ryan stepping in here. And Morrissey in the first game. Get back to my... Drew a couple of walks, or singled, drew a walk, and had a sacrifice fly. Drew 2 walks. So 1 for 1 in game 1.
You know what? It's shaping up to be not bad with the space heater, this blanket, this coffee.
I must not have gotten the text about the coffee.
Calf.
Could have brought one to me.
This is the only time the calf has came in clutch for me, where I've been grateful for it.
The pitch from right is a strike at the knees to Morrissey.
Ryan Morrissey was the Fall World Series MVP.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
That one too far out from right, and the count evens up at 1 ball, 1 strike.
All right, we have a live chat saying, "Go Dylan, watching from home in Australia. Do your best."
We heard it's around 102 degrees, depending on where you are in Australia.
So, Dylan Wright, he's playing for the other team, I'm assuming.
Yes,
I don't
he's
know
pitching.
who he is.
There's a little flare, and Morrissey dumps it into right field in front of Smith, and Ryan aboard with a base hit,
I wonder
leading
if
off the game.
him and Nick know each other. I mean, Australia's not small, but...
Up next, number 27, Josh Stivers.
Hey, this is Cole Seltzer watching from Pennsylvania, and Chris Dawson says, "Go Larks from Hawaii."
Whoop!
Go Hawks from the welding program at Northeast Community College. Congratulations on your first game and win of the year. So someone texting in.
Yeah, even though I wanted the Larks to win...
It's really cool.
Congrats.
It is.
Congrats
It's
on their
really
first
cool.
W in school history.
Yeah. As Stivers fouls it back
Pennsylvania and Hawaii.
Yep, Pennsylvania and Hawaii.
And what was the third one?
I'm not sure. It was just congratulations.
Welding school where?
No, from the welding school at Northeast.
Okay. So from Nebraska.
No, it's not Nebraska.
Oh.
I think it's Missouri.
Or Missouri. I should make like a map and color in all the places.
You should. You really should.
Wow. I'm going to do it.
With someone else's pens.
Well, not like draw one. I don't know how to draw a map.
As Stivers fouls it off. And they count 1 ball, 2 strikes. I can draw you a map if needs be.
I'm going to do...
We need a world map now.
Oh, yeah.
Harry's dad watching in Brazil.
Wow.
The 1-2. Downstairs is Josh, and the count now evens up at 2 balls, 2 strikes.
What color do we want? Obviously pink. No, I think we should go...
The 2-2 coming up.
But then I can't do, like, states.
Well, you can keep track of the states. That one too far downstairs, and count now 3 balls and 2 strikes to Josh. Well, you just did the whole continents, didn't you?
I don't know what I'm doing. I don't like this one.
Okay. Try something else. Payoff pitch coming up for Dylan Wright. And Josh fights it off and does a little batter box disco dancing, staying alive.
No.
Come on, you missed that. Come on, you missed that.
I did not.
You did too.
I don't remember the part where I thought or felt that I missed that in any way. I don't like that one either.
So another payoff pitch from Wright. And that's a line drive out to right field, but played perfectly by Smith. Smith cheating in, takes away any potential for a hit. And Josh is out. There's 1 away.
44, Kalen Haynes.
For designated hitter pitcher Kalen Haynes.
No, this isn't going to work.
I'll just have to keep track by hand.
No.
Yes.
No, I'm going to find a better way. Constantly.
And Kalen wears the first pitch he sees. And Kalen aboard as the curveball drift too far inside. And that brings up Coop.
Up next, cleanup batter number 6, Cooper Morgan.
I don't know where all my states are.
Please tell me you just didn't say that.
I don't. I can... Okay. Let me think. That's Missouri.
Yes, that's Nebraska.
I knew that. Colorado. Where's Iowa?
To the east of Nebraska, above Missouri. That pitch missing 0-1.
Right here?
Also heard from Illinois, so go one more state over. There you go.
Where's Georgia? By Florida somewhere.
The 0-1 coming up.
I knew that. Where's Iowa?
You already got Iowa.
Oh, yeah. What?
That one too high and tight to Coop.
Hawaii doesn't show up.
Indiana.
Pennsylvania. Where's Indiana? This one?
Yep.
Pennsylvania?
Yep. And the 1-1 coming up.
Is it bad that I don't know where that
Yes, it's really bad. The 1-1 and a swing and miss by Coop. Of course, you're talking to the...
I don't like this. There's not Alaska in Hawaii.
Well, you picked it.
I don't like it.
The 1-2 coming up.
There we go.
That one misses too high and outside, and they count now 2 balls and 2 strikes to Coop.
Look, and it even tells me, oh my goodness, this is just, don't even gotta think.
You youngins.
Wait, did we have someone watching from Missouri?
Did we? I don't... You're the one keeping track. The 2-1 coming up.
You said we did have someone watching from Indiana?
Yeah?
We did?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes. We had Oklahoma. 918's at Oklahoma. I knew that. Coop goes down on strikes. Joel Ogletree now batting with a runner on second and runner on first and 2 outs.
Anyone from Idaho?
Didn't have Idaho.
We did have someone watching from Missouri?
I don't remember.
Me either. Unless Joel's parents are from Missouri.
They didn't check in.
Unless they're watching from Missouri.
Nor did Hux. The 0-1 coming up.
It's pretty impressive still.
Yeah. Still, that it gets, and Joel looks at the pitch upstairs and count 1 ball, 1 strike. It gets way cooler when you have Russia, Alaska, Brazil.
I have Alaska.
I mean Russia,
Brazil,
Australia. Yeah. Count 1 ball, 1 strike to Joel.
You said we did have someone from Indiana?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Positive.
That's where Michigan is? Who knew?
I did. The 1-1 coming up.
They don't teach me anything here.
Swing and miss for Joel. Joel chasing. Knew that he did.
Well, yeah, let us know where you're from. We're trying to make a map.
We are trying to make a map. Yeah.
Help a sister out. All right, we have a live chat from Rhonda Maynard saying, way to get it started, Ryan.
So Ryan over at first, Kalen over, or at second, Kalen over at first, and the 1-2 coming up to Joel. That misses downstairs. And the count now even at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Interesting.
Swing and a miss. Joel goes down swinging. Lark strand a pair. We've played an inning. No score here from Oswald Field. Back after this on the Lark Network.
My name is Molly Shervany, and both my parents and my older sister have gone to KU. It's kind of the thing we do. And that's what I was planning on too. But I loved the Heston College tour. I still remember my personal guide, Kimmy, and talking with all the art professors. At KU, I was in a huge group of students, and I didn't really get to see what I wanted. Heston College made it for me. Taking gen eds at Heston is helping me build a really strong foundation. I get individual attention and know my professors and everyone in my class. I like the personal relationships, and that's something that Heston offered that nowhere else did. With this foundation, I'll be ready to finish my major at KU. I'm currently a Heston Lark, but soon I'll be cheering Rock Chalk Jayhawk at KU.
Hawaii. Is it Jordan watching? No.
I'm Roman Arnold from Dallas, Texas. I toured my dad's school, Texas A&M, and it really was beautiful, but it was huge. He talked about class sizes being over 100. I visited Heston as a baseball prospect and never looked back. I got the chance to be involved right away, not only on the field, but as a part of the community. Everybody knows each other on campus. We're really close-knit. And if you want faith to be a part of your athletic experience, no one does that better than Heston. I'm not worried about transferring. My advisor saw me out at least a half a dozen times the first semester just to make sure I was on the right track. I started as a Lark at Heston College, and I'm planning on transferring to a state school, Texas A&M. Giga-Maggies.
Welcome back here to Oswald Field. Tanner Hunt, the left fielder, in the top of the second for NECC. That's Kalen Haynes working from the windup. The big lefty gets a sign he likes, deals, and misses upstairs with a fastball. Clocking in at I don't know what. About 81. Just my guess. Actually, Harry's got the gun over here. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and the count now evens up at a ball and a strike. I believe we won't be joined by Harry tomorrow. I think he's got game 3. That's correct. The balmy game 3. And that's swing and a miss as Caitlin working the fastball here against Tanner Hunt. Of course, Jasmine said during a basketball broadcast, weather is just a state of mind.
That's true. Unless it's in the cold.
Fly ball, that's hit a mile in the air. Stivers with a long run, and that will drop foul. It's another mile-high fly ball hit off of Kaylin Haynes.
Good effort by Stivers.
Yeah, long run for Josh.
I wouldn't have dove. I probably wouldn't have even ran.
But we've established that if you get in a basketball game, watch out because Jasmine has sharp elbows.
Something like that.
You've been known to throw a few bows.
Yeah. Baseball, though, I haven't quite mastered that.
Softball, though, I thought you had a handle on that.
Softball, yeah. I think I got a solid grip. Except for the whole pitching thing. I just don't understand that concept.
Swing and a miss, and Kaylin sends Tanner Hunt back down on strikes. That'll bring up Dom Sanders.
I think in another life I could have been a good softball player. But
Well,
my
you're just
high school didn't have it, so
You're just athletic in general.
I didn't get the opportunity to play. Thanks, Rusty.
You are.
That's nice. I hope that car doesn't get smoked.
It's not a spot I'd ever want to park.
It's driving awful slow.
That one fouled back to the Campus Activity Center.
So tell me, Rusty, why don't they charge people to get into basketball games?
Mm-hmm.
And volleyball games.
Yep.
Why not baseball and softball games?
Too hard to control. You'd have to put a fence up to keep people from walking over there. You'd have to put a fence up all the way around to keep people from parking and walking in. It's just too hard to control. You can get through that by walking through tennis courts.
Well, I just feel like they can make some profit off of it, though.
That's just, they don't charge anyone
They
to
don't
get
charge
this.
tennis?
They don't charge tennis, and they don't charge soccer.
That's right, they don't charge soccer.
Too many outside variables, not enough controlled environment to put a gate up. The 1-1 on the way from Kaylin to Dom. Curveball over for a strike. And the count now, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Now in the days of the Babe Ruth tournament, they put a fence up and they'd lock it down the best they could.
People would still get through?
Well, you could. I mean, it took an effort, but
They don't do that anymore?
they don't have the league tournament here anymore, the Babe Ruth tournament. It moved over to Bueller last year.
I used to have friends who played in that.
I used to announce that.
The twins, Eric and Wayne Shinneker?
I remember them.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're like my older brothers growing up.
The 1-2 on the way from Kaylin to Sanders. Swing and a miss, and that's back-to-back strikeouts for Kaylin. And that brings up catcher Cole Spears.
Number 28, Cole Spears.
Hey, here we go. Got a text here. Didn't see it. Number 8, Preston Judd, entire Judd family watching from Hayden, Alabama.
Let's go.
Go Larks. Put it down.
Alabama.
Put it down in the book on the map that Alabama's in the house.
Where's that? Oh, right next to
there.
Georgia. I knew that.
I don't know if you did.
I didn't. We need people from, like...
The West Coast?
Yeah.
Get your former roommate to text in.
She's not in Cali.
I know, but she's from Cali.
That doesn't count.
Okay. We might be stretching
Her
that
parents?
one a little bit.
Could
Get her parents. There you go.
parents.
Yeah, get her parents to text in. That pitch downstairs, and the count evens up at 1 ball and 1 strike to Spears from Kaylin. The 1-1 on the way. Big curve that drops in for a strike, and the count now 1 ball and 2 strikes.
I wonder if Preston's parents say Roll Tide a lot. I would say Roll Tide all the time if I lived
wouldn't
in
root for Alabama.
I would. I would say it every time.
I'd root for Auburn over Alabama. The 1-2 on the way. Strike 3 called, and Kaylin Haynes strikes out the side. NEC goes quietly 1-2-3. We're back after this on the Lark Network.
There is something greater than anything the world has to offer. Money, fame, fortune. It's finding meaning to your life, to find a purpose for living. And that's what we do at Heston College. We help people find that special calling, to find out what they were born to be and do, to figure out that purpose that's greater than themselves.
At Heston College, I really think about the logo as being centered to who we are. It's a greater than sign. It's an arrow. It's taking people places. And it's taking students beyond their worldview, beyond their comfort zones. It's about helping students be greater than themselves through an environment that is focused on Christ. I'm greater than thinking I can do this on my own.
I am greater than my fears.
I'm greater than bullying. I am greater than systems of oppression and confined ideas.
I'm greater than greed.
I am greater than being content with just a Sunday faith.
I'm greater than perfectionism.
So I'm greater than my former self.
Hi. Are we still going to work out? Yeah.
Hey, Jasmine.
What?
From James number 8, Preston Judd, watching from Hartselle, Alabama. Go Larks.
Jeremy Deckinger.
And then I got a text. As for me and my house, we roll Tide.
Woo!
Dad Judd. And that was in all caps.
I love it. I love it. I waitress the night of the championship game.
Okay.
And so every time my customers would like ask for something or say thank you, I'd say Roll Tide all night. They look so confused, but that has to be the coolest college slogan.
And that's on the ground from Jeremy Deckinger over to Santos. Santos flips over to King, and there's one away.
You can't disagree with me on that one.
Yeah,
just
but
that
Jasmine,
is just so,
Jasmine,
like Roll
Jasmine.
Tide. That's so cool.
Jasmine.
What?
You're a Florida fan.
I know.
That's not
me and
right.
Cooper get into this all the time.
That's
but,
not right.
Okay,
I'm with Cooper.
but listen, I grew up a Florida fan because I was a Tim Tebow, or I didn't grow up, but I decided to be when Tim Tebow was there and Urban Meyer. Then when they left, I stuck around. I'm still a fan. It was my first option school, like college.
Okay.
And so I've always loved it. But you just have to respect Alabama and the legacy that they've created. You have to.
I'm
you
not
have
an
to have a
Alabama
little respect of it.
Hey, they've done some big-time things in college football.
They have, exactly.
Nick Platton's first pitch swinging on the ground to the shortstop Dumont. Dumont's throw over gets nicked by a step.
And speaking of Nick Platton, I have a tweet from Scott Wright saying Dylan played against Nick at Australian Nationals, so they do know each other. So it's a smaller world than you think. Yeah. That's very cool. But yeah, that's all I have to say about that. And I'll always tell Cooper, I have to say, that when I get up big time, I'm going to have to remain biased eventually. So might as well just start having respect for good football teams and players now.
Something's been happening here on the mound as the umpire went out to talk to the pitcher and called head coach Marcus Clapp out. And I'm not sure what they're discussing.
Well, if you don't know, I sure as heck don't know.
They're talking something over. The home plate umpire went out and said something to Dylan Wright. They were chatting about something. They called head coach Marcus Clapp out to the mound. And they're having a somewhat animated discussion out there on the pitching mound. Go Hawks from the Northeast girls soccer team.
I'm confused.
I'm not sure what they were talking about. Well, whatever it is, doesn't seem to be much of an issue. I'm not sure. Jasmine, this is for you. Give her the mic. I like where she's going with Bama.
See, but I feel that way about Bama, but I don't feel that way about New England Patriots, so I don't know.
There's a pitch on the outside corner from right to a strike to Logan Dryden. Two outs here in the bottom of the second. No score. That one stays downstairs in the count now, 1 ball, 1 strike. Maybe Harry will explain to us what they were discussing.
I should get a picture of Dylan and Nick. Send it to his dad.
Foul tip back for a strike in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Don't forget, after the game, you have to take some pictures of the teardown.
Oh, yes.
Thank you.
I'm sure my pictures from earlier are going to be my last ones, though.
But we also need a couple of the teardown, too.
Why?
That's what my editor said to ask you to do.
Fine.
Now the count evens up at 2 balls, 2 strikes. And maybe you can talk to a couple of people and find out why they come and what the attraction is as college baseball.
There's like 2 people here.
Well, talk to them.
I don't want to. I don't want to talk to anybody. I'll talk to Mrs. Park.
There's a little flare. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Logan thinking 2. He's on his way to second. He will pull into second with a stand-up double.
He can fly.
Yes, he can. He motored around to second with a double.
Brings up number 3, Kyler Reinhardt.
And Kyler coming to bat. Here with 2 outs and a runner on second. And Wright having to work out of the stretch for just the 3rd time today. And that misses. That pitch is a strike at the knees. I shouldn't say misses. It is a strike at the knees. Kyler steps back out. Time called. So Kyler asks for time and resets everything. These are the greatest golf gloves.
Oh, yeah?
Winter golf gloves. That ball thrown into center field. Logan on his way to third. He'll slip in, but he is tagged out. Trying to stretch it.
It's good effort.
It was an effort. Logan tagged out, and that's going to do it for the end of the third. Or the end of the second. We've played 2. No score here from Oswald Field. Back after this.
Aubrey Johnson, Mustang, Oklahoma.
Braden Hancock, Brighton, Colorado.
Kyle Hartley, Bend, Kansas.
Colby Korf, Hugoton, Kansas.
Coy Campbell, Dallas, Texas.
C.R. Curlis, Hayesville, Kansas.
David Ladwig, Wichita, Kansas.
Grant Harding, Lewisburg, Kansas.
Ishmael Moye, Arlington, Kansas.
Isaiah Smith, Dallas, Texas.
Kendall Pelton, Cheyenne Wells, Colorado.
Malik Morar, Arlington.
Rex Lee, China.
Shannon Cordes, Lawrence, Kansas.
Shamel Almanor, Miami, Florida.
Zac Neely, Ada, Oklahoma.
Welcome back to Oswald Field here on the campus of Heston College. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow, 3 o'clock game. We're going to be having some trivia.
So I just have to talk tomorrow?
We'll be okay.
I don't have to do anything else?
We'll run the scoreboard.
No? What?
Yeah, we're going to have the scoreboard up, but we're going to have an audio feed.
Why was that necessary?
As Kaylin Haynes paints the outside corner to Colin King. You can follow along like that.
Yeah, but they can also just follow along with audio.
It's a service we're providing.
What is this, ESPN?
Might as well be. Let's make it. Let's make it HCSPN.
What? No, that just doesn't sound as nice.
And Jeremy and Kaylin going to go over some things and signs. I was talking with Kaylin before game 1. He said he thinks he's due for a new hat, and I would agree because he has the dirtiest hat on the team.
I bet I could clean it.
He's already tried to clean it.
Yeah, like a guy.
I say the challenge has been thrown down, and Kaylin working from the windup.
Yeah, but a clean guy isn't equivalent to, like, a clean girl.
You ever seen Dylan's show count?
Okay, you're right. He's a different level.
The count, he was a 1 ball, 1 strike.
Going to his mod and he's cleaning his shoes. What?
1-1. That drifts too far out. And the count now 2 balls, 1 strike on the changeup. One coming up.
He is a clean dude.
That one too far outside. The count 3 balls, 1 strike to Colin King.
Was he your roommate?
No.
Oh. Oh. You guys probably took advantage of poor Dylan. He wanted to clean. Nobody wants to clean.
And Kaylin Haynes allows his first base runner of the game on the walk to Colin King.
That's different. There's a point where, like, you can sit there and just not handle everything being dirty and, like, actually wanting to clean.
Gene Santos steps up.
That's funny.
This will be Santos' first at bat on the season.
Poor guy.
Kaylin deals, and Jeremy comes up with a scoop on the pitch low. Santos showing bunt. And they count 1 ball, no strikes. Runner goes. Jeremy's throw. Not in time. Gets by Nick out in the center field. And Colin King goes first to third. And the error charged after the stolen base. First error of the game, and that puts a runner in scoring position here for Santos with a 2-0 count. And Santos not cheat on the swing. And a count. 2 balls, 1 strike. So how many states have we heard from tonight, Jasmine?
This many. 1. I like it visually.
This many.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
13 states.
And
3 countries.
Well, 4.
3.
Technically.
Yeah. The 3-1 coming up. That one's fouled back and way out of play. And the count now moves full 3 balls and 2 strikes. Again, you can text us at 620-217-1465. Email us, golarks@heston.edu. Jazz?
Or you can tweet at GoLarks, #FearTheNest.
That's on the ground. Nick Platten can't come up with it. And Nick bobbles it. Santos aboard. on the error. And now runners at the corners. Second error for the Larks.
Number 19, David Richardson.
And that brings up center fielder David Richardson. So it looks like the Larks are going to move to double play depth and concede the run.
You gotta put something on top of it.
What are you two doing? Making Legos?
We can't make Legos, first of all.
Trying to play Legos with a styrofoam coffee cup?
Does that actually work? Wait a second. You don't even have to press the button for it to work? Cole told me you had to press the button.
Richardson gets by on the pitch in the dirt. Santos gets to second on the pitch in the dirt. 1 ball now. And Kalen will work out of the stretch. Comes down, catches the inside corner on the fastball for the strike.
I think your heater's giving up.
No, you're just that cold.
Or it's getting colder.
What is getting colder?
Yeah.
Swing and a miss by Richardson. The count now moves 1 ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 coming up from Kalen. That's popped a mile high. JD calling for it. Calls Joel off and makes a play. And there's 1 away here in the top of the third. Still, though, 2 runners on, second and third.
Top of the order, number 1, Christian Dumont.
And that brings up the leadoff hitter, Christian Dumont, who flew out in his first at-bat. Kalen works again. The pitch. Missing downstairs for a ball, and the count 1 ball and no strikes. We'll be back in action here at Valentine's Day for a Valentine's Day matchup in Lark basketball.
That's the next home game?
Yep.
Baseball and softball and basketball all?
Yep. That'll be our next home date outside of tomorrow. 1-0 coming up. That one misses downstairs, and the count 2 balls, no strikes.
I think we should cancel Valentine's Day this year.
Why?
Just throw it out the window.
Why?
Because love should be celebrated every day, not just once a year.
Okay. I like that.
Am I right? Yes.
You're right. You're right. The 2-0 coming up. There's a pitch at the knees for a strike, and the count 2 balls, 1 strike. Kalen Haynes checking over at second, deals the lefty, just misses a little bit low, and the count 3 balls and 1 strike. Down in the dirt, and a good scoop by JD, but it's not ball 4, and Dumont aboard after the walk. So the sacks are full of Hawks here in the top of the third. Ladwig steps up.
It's got to be so cold standing out there in the outfield.
Several years ago, Jasmine, we played a game. it was an early February game, mid-February game, but we had enough rain that there was still a puddle out there in right field on the warning track, and poor Jarrett Wolf had to go in after a ball and just got absolutely drenched as the temperature went down in game one. He went and put on new pants, new socks, new shoes as Ladwig takes a ball outside from Haynes. Comes back game two, he's in right field and had to do the same thing in the first inning and was out there just drenched for the entire game, and he said he was so cold.
Sounds miserable.
It was. I felt sorry for Jarrett. The count, 1 ball, no strikes to Ladwig. And the 1-0 delivery stays a little bit low from Kalen. The count now 2 balls, no strikes. There's a pitch right there. Anthony's in the zone for strike 1. The count 2 balls, 1 strike. As Kalen's pitch count in this inning starting to slowly work upwards. That one stays down. A good block by JD to keep the ball in front of him. And the count moves to 3 balls and 1 strike. JD's worked pretty hard this game.
And it shows.
And the 3-1. Foul backing out of play. And now we're full, 3 balls and 2 strikes with 1 out. Right back up the middle. Catch by Kalen on the line drive, and the Larks double off. A nice play by Kalen to make the catch and the toss over. No man's land caught in the middle, and the Larks benefit on the line drive double play. So the Larks get out of the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the 3rd. Larks.
My name is Molly Shervany, and both my parents and my older sister have gone to KU. It's kind of the thing we do, and that's what I was planning on too. But I loved the Heston College tour. I still remember my personal guide Kimmy and talking with all the art professors. At KU, I was in a huge group of students, and I didn't really get to see what I wanted. Heston College made it for me. Taking gen eds at Heston is helping me build a really strong foundation. I get individual attention and know my professors and everyone in my class. I like the personal relationships, and that's something that Heston offered that nowhere else did. With this foundation, I'll be ready to finish my major at KU. I'm currently a Heston Lark, but soon I'll be cheering Rock Chalk Jayhawk at KU.
Where are you guys staying around here? Okay, cool. Cool.
What are you doing?
Are we back?
Maybe. Yep.
And welcome back.
Now batting for the Larks, number 3.
You're supposed to lead us back into these.
Sorry.
Come on now, Jasmine.
Well, I'm trying to keep people updated.
I know. We've got so many things going on. That was a great play.
Catch. I want to watch it again.
We have to give a special shout out tonight. Okay, are you ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
Just a second after this pitch, as that is upstairs to Kyler Reinhardt, ball 1 from Dylan Wright. Chloe Howell's 6th birthday. Happy birthday, Chloe.
Aww. Happy birthday, Chloe.
I know she's not happy that Dad had to come coach baseball, but a happy 6th birthday. As that one is at the knees for a
Is there
strike
gonna
to
be
Kyler.
a party?
Yeah, do we
What's
get
she doing
cake
for her party?
Yeah, Chloe, we want to know what you're doing for your party. So if Cassie can text, hopefully, or verbal text. I know it might be hard with a broken arm. The 1-1 coming up. That one too far inside. Good stop by Spears behind the dish. Did you just take a video of that?
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. Well done. On the count, 2 balls, 1 strike to Kyler.
It's not very good quality, but
well, it's a thought that matters in this case. As that one fouled back, and I'll play it for Kyler. And the 2-2 coming up. Too far inside. Another good stop by Spears. Count is full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Fly ball on the infield. Santos and King going back. And that one drifts foul, and Reinhardt gets new life. That ball up in the wind. Now, fans, you guys are looking at here. We are straightaway center, 390 feet. 350 to the alleys and 275 down the lines. Now, you think 275, but it's a straight shot back to 350. It deepens in a hurry. And that 390 plays way deeper the majority of the time because this field sits straight south, and that wind blows from the south. The majority of the time it's blowing from the south-southwest tonight. Tomorrow, though, could have fireworks. That wind's supposed to be blowing out at the first pitch, 3 o'clock. And Kyler Reinhardt draws a walk, and the Larks have a runner on board.
And this is the second game this program has ever played.
Yes.
They're a new program, Northeast Community College,
Top of the order, number
with
24, Ryan
head coach
Morrissey.
Marcus Clapp,
Uh-huh.
formerly an assistant with the University of Nebraska-Kearney.
Yeah, and speaking of head coach Clapp, he's heading out to talk to his pitcher Dylan Wright, what they want to do with the speedy Kyler Reinhardt aboard. I think they're going to talk a little bit about maybe the fundamentals of working out of and keep staying away from balking.
From what?
Balking, committing the balk, where he doesn't come set in an attempt to deceive the runner, kind of. Not necessarily on the pitchers, but it can be interpreted as that, and the runner gets a free base.
This heater's not working so well anymore.
Oh, you're right. Oh, I feel it.
Oh, now I do. Did you just turn it?
No, I didn't touch it. Just
Well, now I don't. It
Well,
was
it's
good for a second.
it's
Is it turned all the way up?
yes.
Are you sure?
Positive. If you don't believe me, get down there and check. All the way up. And that pitch inside to Ryan Morrissey. 1 ball now to Morrissey. Ryan singled his first at bat of this game. Runner goes, and slipping in safely was Kyler Reinhardt. He swipes the bag. They count 1 ball, 1 strike.
Again, a special shout out to the softball girls on their way to
Oh, all right.
Arkansas.
Playing North Ark.
Oh, tuning in.
Big curveball stays high, breaks late, and the count now 2 balls, 1 strike. Yeah, we'll be bringing softball, I think, on February 23rd is when we're slated to bring softball.
We have a chat from Orlando Reyna saying #Lark it up.
Okay.
I
Orlando,
like that.
where are you? Where are you? We need to know where you are. Jasmine wants to put it on the map.
Yeah.
The 2-1. Big curveball stays inside. On the count 3 balls, 1 strike.
I like that. Lark it up. I'm going to write that down.
#Lark it up.
Or shark it up.
The count 3-1 to Ryan. Ryan fights it off, fouls it back, and the count now moves full 3 balls, 2 strikes.
It's only 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
I feel like it should be
It
10.
Feels later than
It
that.
does.
As we're in the bottom of the third.
This game's actually gone by pretty fast.
Starting a little bit late. They start about 6:15. Not quite even an hour gone. We're in the third.
Good thing I did my homework.
There's a line drive out there. Going back is Smith. Smith makes the play. Kyler trying to tag. There's a throw that's up the line too far. Kyler gets to third, but Ryan flies out. Moves Kyler 90 feet away from scoring the first run of the ball game. That brings up Josh Stivers. Josh hit a bullet out there to right field on a line, and Smith was able to make a play. Lars with a couple cracks to trying to get Reinhardt home. There's a little flare. That's caught by Richardson on the run. Nice play by Richardson to charge in to make that catch and keep Kyle Reinhardt over there at third base, and then comes up to Kalen Haynes. The pitcher DH can help himself right here.
Kalen Haynes.
Good play by Richardson. Read that and made a charge on that ball. Kalen came into today 4 of 7, 571 with a couple RBIs. And Kalen was not cheated. If he had made contact, that ball might not have landed in the continental United States. He was trying to knock that into Arizona and New Mexico.
What about El Paso, Texas?
I like it.
That's where Orlando's watching from.
Cool. That pitch from right misses outside, and the count 1 ball, 1 strike. Jasmine and I will take tacos. And the count evens up at 1 ball, 1 strike.
What?
I'm just thinking one of these days, someone's going to bring us tacos, and we're going to be very, very happy.
Well, last year we had
the 1-1 coming up.
who was it that bought us
tamales?
No, well, yeah, that too, but
swing and a miss from Kalen, and the count 1 ball, 2 strikes.
we had whoever it was that bought us Mexican food.
Tamales?
No, from like Casa Fiesta. Like they paid for it. Paid for our meal.
Oh, yeah.
Who was that?
You
remember that?
Yeah, I know. Yeah. The 1-2 coming up.
I feel bad. I can't remember.
That one scoots by Spears. And skipping home is Kyler Reinhardt. And the Larks are on the board. Morgan Arnold.
Yeah. Are you sure? No. Okay. You can keep that. I'll
Still Harry's?
Maybe. Maybe he took it with him.
He might have.
Probably got smart. Yep. I think he did.
Now the count now 2 balls, 2 strikes. I can get you a pen if you need to be.
No, it's good.
In fact, that one popped straight up.
Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome. Like I said, I can get you a pen.
Where's that been the whole time?
In my pocket. I just remembered it was in my coat pocket. Catch made on the left side by Hunt. Larks do get a run. We've played 3. Larks up 1-0. Back after this. Hashtag Lark it up.
Earn your Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree at Heston College and become part of their 50-year tradition of outstanding nursing education. Located just 30 minutes north of Wichita, Heston College is a small, Christ-centered private college that provides state-of-the-art training for tomorrow's caregivers. The nursing program has maintained accreditation throughout its 50-year history, and 3 tracks offer you the BSN program you need to meet your goals, whether you are just starting out or building upon your previous education. The RN to BSN program offers hybrid courses scheduled to promote life balance and also offers a special RN to BSN tuition program.
Small class size allows Heston College faculty to get to know and genuinely care for each student. A rigorous, holistic nursing curriculum provides practical hands-on experience in our active simulation lab. You will also gain real-world caregiving experience ranging from neonatal to geriatric and well-respected regional clinical agencies.
From my first contact with Heston College, I could feel the caring atmosphere. The nursing faculty made me feel at home. They walked me through the curriculum, and now as a student, they regularly check in on my life, my family, and my success.
Heston College provides the education and personal attention expected of a top private school at a cost comparable to public institutions. 100% of students who applied for financial aid received aid.
After classroom and clinicals, the ultimate goal is passing the RN licensure exam and getting a job. 98% of Heston College's 1,600 graduates have achieved a RN licensure. Graduates are well respected in the healthcare industry with a great record of job placement. My employer loves hiring Heston graduates and recruits them every spring.
Be a part of the tradition of caring as a Heston College BSN student. Learn more about the Heston College nursing program today.
And welcome back to Oswald Field. Drew Smith, the bat. And that big curve from Kalen misses outside.
What about the music? Look what you've done, Harry.
The 1-0 coming up from Kalen to Drew.
Is there music on the laptop?
I think it died. That's why I used my phone.
Okay. Okay.
I think count 2 balls, no strikes.
I can use my phone.
To Drew Smith. Smith popped out in his first at bat against Kalen Haynes. As we're on the top of the 4th, Orcs lead 1-0. Smith fouls it back. And the count 2 balls, 1 strike. That one fouled back and out of play towards the Campus Activity Center. That one stays downstairs, and the count rides full 3 balls and 2 strikes to Drew Smith. Payoff pitch on the way. That one just inside and a little bit high, and Smith aboard on the walk. 3rd walk issued by Kalen here in the 4th. Harry knocked that off.
Sorry.
And Tanner Hunt coming to bat. And Hunt offers at it, and the count now 0-1. Home plate umpire asking the umpire in the field if he went, and they said absolutely. And the 0-1 coming up. That one downstairs, skipping away. Drew Smith takes second base on the wild pitch. Second wild pitch here by Kalen. And the count, 1 ball and 1 strike. Again, we're in the live chat. We're taking questions. We're taking comments. We're taking feedback. Jasmine and I are begging for tacos. Or enchiladas. We had tamales last year. They were delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. You out? Good to see you. Take care of yourself, Cole. That was daggers. That were pure daggers. Jasmine just gave Cole Sturgeon pure daggers. And we count 2 balls, 2 strikes. Count even with a runner on second base, and Kalen working from the stretch. That one fouled back to the fence. And JD out to talk to Kalen.
It's freezing.
It's not warm.
Did you know that there is actually like a diagnosed form of depression from winter? I'm serious. I looked it up. Like having a lack of sunlight.
In Seattle, I drive on during the winter.
Strike 3 called as Tanner Hunt goes down looking.
They have vitamin B or vitamin C, I don't know which one it is, in the facility because of, like, it's like basically like a happy pill because there was literally like no sunlight all winter. So like they would do that. They would like have their the people that went there take it.
See? It's vitamin D, right?
Yeah, it's vitamin D.
Yeah.
Dom Sanders stepping in. He struck out.
I think I'm suffering from that. Not really. I think it's just the cold weather. You know?
No, because I don't. No. No, I don't.
The cold weather makes me sad. Whenever the sun's not out, I'm sad.
So you're sad half of the time.
Yeah, pretty much.
Swing and a miss by Sanders on the changeup. And they count 0-1.
Did he turn that whole thing off? I want to play music.
He said it
Did
died.
he turn that off? No, he said the laptop died.
Yeah. He took his phone with him. No, you can play music if you plug your phone in.
Yeah,
There's
that's
a fly
what I'm
ball.
saying, though. Is like, did he turn the speaker box
No,
off?
It's not hard to turn on. That one's out of play as
I
Sanders.
don't know how to work it. It seems like everything I touch, I break.
Well, there is that. Count 0-2. And we had a discussion about your camera and its adventures in Panama.
Yeah. Your mom looks so cozy right now. She's so smart. Bringing a whole sleeping bag. It's brilliant.
That one upstairs from Kalen. They count 1 ball and 2 strikes. She's that cold. She can come sit up here. There's a chair.
She won't want to.
She always sits right there by the fence.
That's where she don't want to. She won't. She's so warm now.
Yeah, she looks like it. She looks content.
The 1-2. Upstairs. No throw, and Smith swipes third. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to Dom Sanders with 1 away, and the tying run just 90 feet away for the Hawks here in the top of the 4th.
What's the feels like?
44.
Strike 3, and Sanders goes down looking. That's the 5th strikeout of the contest for Kalen Haynes.
Whoop.
And that'll bring up Cole Spears. Spears struck out in his first at bat. Catcher.
Gave me a bad pin.
It worked great until you got all angry with it.
That's usually how it goes. This one's not the inky kind, though. You know? I mean, I appreciate it, but...
What am I going to do with you, Jasmine? The count, 1 ball, no strikes to Spears. This one's not the inky kind.
You knew exactly what I was saying, though.
The gel kind. Yes, I knew exactly what you were saying. Never look a gift pen in the mouth. The 1-0 coming up. Kalen finds the bottom corner of the zone for a strike, and the count 1 ball and 1 strike.
What?
Nothing. Yeah, 91 people watching.
Now 90, because you said that.
One downstairs. Good scoop and a good way of JD keeping that in front of him. Count 2 balls and 1 strike.
During the break, I'm just going to have you turn the sound off and not run a commercial. So I can do that.
I can run a commercial.
Oh, okay. I mean, I'm sure people are getting tired of seeing the same ones.
I know, but that's what we have so far.
We kind of need more.
Yeah, we do. Well, I might just keep it here. I might just turn the sound off. We can do either one. The 2-1 coming up from Kalen. That one stayed a little bit high, and the count 3 balls and 1 strike. With 2 away and the runner tying run just 90 feet away. That one fouled back to the fence, and the count now moves to full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Time called. That pitch stays upstairs. Ball 4, free pass issued to Cole Spears, which will bring up Colin King. King drew a walk as we're in the 4th. Sounds like a fan driving by honking.
Mm-hmm.
Swing and a miss for Colin King on the first pitch he sees from Kalen Haynes. Kalen, a 3-pitch pitcher with a fastball plus changeup and a curve. That one too far inside. Runner coming home. Play at the plate, no time. Deckinger's toss goes behind Kalen Haynes, and the tying run comes home on the wild pitch. Spears goes first to third, and now the go-ahead run just sits 90 feet away. Here in the 4th inning. Count is even, 1 ball, 1 strike to Colin King. And the 1-1 coming up. Too far outside from Kalen. No action in the Lark bullpen yet. Larks did use several pitchers in game 1. Swing and a miss by King. King chasing that fastball on the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So a lot of deuces out there on the scoreboard. 3 errors charged to the Larks so far.
Did you buy this heater today? How much was it?
$29.
We're going to need 4 more for tomorrow. Take it out of the budget.
Count is full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Line drive over the head of Coop to the fence. Run coming home. The first hit of the game will be of the extra base variety. And a run driven in for Colin King. So King doubles, and that's the first hit allowed by Kalen Haynes. As his no-hitter in the 4th broken up on the double. And the run driven in. Santos coming to bat. As the Hawks have taken the lead 2-1. That one too far outside. And they count 1 ball. The pitch from Haynes, missing upstairs. Fastball stays high and away, and the count 2 balls, no strikes. And I see someone sprinting out to the bullpen. A ball fouled back. And on a play, the count now 2 balls, 1 strike. The 2-1 coming up. Good block by JD. That stays down. And the count now 3-1.
Who is that? By the bullpen.
Fly ball right side. Coop coming in underneath it. Makes the play on the flyout. Damage done, though. 2 runs on 1 hit. And Hawks lead 2-1. We're back after this on the Lark Network.
Aubrey Johnson, Mustang, Oklahoma.
Braden Hancock, Brighton, Colorado.
Kyle Hartley, Bend, Kansas.
Colby Corf, Hugoton, Kansas.
Coy Campbell, Dallas, Texas.
C.R. Curlis, Hayesville, Kansas.
David Ladwig, Wichita, Kansas.
Grant Harding, Lewisburg, Kansas.
Ishmael Moye, Arlington, Kansas.
Isaiah Smith, Dallas, Texas.
Kendall Pelton, Cheyenne Wells, Colorado.
Malik Morar, Arlington, Texas.
Rex Lee, China.
Shannon Cordes, Lawrence, Kansas.
Shamel Almanor, Miami, Florida.
Zac Neely, Ada, Oklahoma.
And welcome back here to Oswald Field. As coming to bat here in the bottom of the fourth, Cooper Morgan. As a little bit of action out there in the bullpen for the Hawks. Got a text in the break. Go Hawks, caca. What? That's what I'm reading the text message. Go Hawks, caca. So, caca is a cheer for the Hawks. Curveball drops in for strike one. And the 1-1 coming up. Curveball. Stays too far inside, and the count now moves 2 balls, 1 strike to Coop. 2-1 our score. Larks trail by a run. That one fouled back. And the count now quickly 2 balls and 2 strikes to Coop, the sophomore from Georgia. Joel Ogletree on deck, Deckinger to follow. Strike 3 called. Coop goes down looking. And that brings up Joel Ogletree. Joel struck out in his first at bat. That's a 3rd strikeout of the game for the Aussie Dylan Wright. And Joel takes strike 1. There's a pitch of the knees for strike 2. And the count 0-2 now to Joel. Larks have 2 hits so far. Joel loops one. That's going to be in the gap. That's going to head for a while. Joel's going to run his way to second. And Joel's going to trot in on the extra base hit as he powers one out there to the gap in left center field. And Joel has a double with 1 out. That brings up Jeremy Deckinger. That was a good piece of hitting with Joel, too, with 2 strikes. Didn't try to do too much.
He's really been struggling this game.
But took a little bit off, put the ball in play, found the gap. And Joel aboard at second with the double. Brings up deck. JD.
I thought it would stretch. I was wrong.
And Jeremy takes a strike on the outer half with 1 away. The 0-1. Deck fooled. And the count 0-2. I could have sworn I heard sirens.
Yeah, me too.
Deckinger fights one off. Stays alive. And the count 0-2. Too high and away, and the count 1-2 strikes. Right, trying to force Deckinger to chase. Jeremy will not.
Will not be fooled.
Another 1-2.
Man, it got cold really fast.
Yeah.
I can't.
That's on the ground at the shortstop. Dumont. Dumont's throw over just gets Jeremy by a step. And Joel moves over to third.
He started walking off.
He thought it was 3 outs.
What are you doing?
Just seeing how many people are here. And that brings up the Aussie, Nick Platten.
Aussie. Oi. Isn't that how they do it?
I think so.
Nailed it.
That one too far outside. But you never know. With all the Aussie connections over here from Northeast, you might get that back from their dugout if you yelled that. Nick ahead, 1 ball.
Nicholas Peter Frederick Platten.
There's a strike to the knees to Nicholas Peter Frederick Platten. Really? Is that the whole caveat of names for Nick?
Mm-hmm.
And the count 1-1 strike.
I bet I could name, not everybody's, but a lot of guys with middle names on the team.
Okay. That one too far and away, and the count 2-1 strike to Nick.
So, at what temperature does it become not safe to play? Like, injury-wise?
60? I don't know. And Nick fights one off. And the count now, 2-2 strikes. I think right around freezing probably is where the muscles can get tight. You might run a risk of injury. We'll see what they talk about tomorrow. Fans, keep checking Twitter. Keep checking the Heston website. We'll update as soon as we know. But tentatively scheduled for 3 o'clock tomorrow. First pitch. 1-7 in the game as that curveball misses. And the majority of Northeast's defensive lineup thought that was strike 3 as the count goes full 3-2 strikes.
Well, Mrs. Park was telling me before the game about how many guys we had get injured last year in Dallas when it was cold. And we had Nelson go down. We had a couple others. I don't remember who they were, but just get injured. Or Isaiah did, just from the cold weather and being tight. So
you have to take extra precautions, though.
I never played an outdoor sport, so I didn't have to worry about it. But
Nick fights it off, fouls it back to the fence.
This is ironic. Brad Coleman, he's my professor for my sports marketing class.
Okay.
He was like, he emailed me earlier and said, have fun commentating the game with Rusty. But he just liked the tweet that I did on the Go Larks page. And we're talking about like social media and stuff and how to do it. Well, I'm kind of already doing it. So.
The 3-2. Nick fights it off and stays alive. Yeah, Brad used to be the rec director here at Heston.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah, I know.
He lives here.
He lives here, yeah. Him and his wife, Megan, their daughter. Good guy.
Yeah, I really like him as a teacher.
Yeah.
Which is weird. I don't like most teachers.
Enjoyed him as a rec director, that's for sure.
Rec director.
Mm-hmm. Now he works at Bethel College. The 3-2. Missing downstairs, and Nick draws the walk. So Nick goes to first base.
Ozzy. Oi, oi, oi.
And that brings up Logan the Bunter Dryden. Of course, Logan ripped a double to the left field corner.
Mm-hmm. He's versatile. There's a lot of guys in the bullpen now.
Trying to get loose, trying to get warm. And time's going to be called as Coach Clapp heading out to talk things over.
Should I play music now?
You have it ready to go? You can.
How long do these times last? Because they're not like official.
Not very long. It's kind of the umpire's discretion. If you watch the umpire, he'll give him a little bit of time when he starts walking out. He'll give him a little bit of time and just watch the umpire. And it's kind of his discretion. Okay, I think it's kind of time. I'm going to check some things out. And they're talking things over. And I'm going to start wandering my way out there. Say something. That's going to do it. Say something to the field ump. Conference over. Check it out. Everything good. And off we go.
Yeah.
But you never heard play-by-play of that.
Yeah. Baseball's an interesting sport.
It is. Always is. I see people cocooning down here again.
Seems to be a smart thing to do.
Logan fouls it back into Spears' mask.
Is that what that was?
Mm-hmm.
It's actually a really good idea to bring a sleeping bag.
Do you have a sleeping bag to bring?
I mean, at my house, not
Well,
here.
that doesn't do you a lot of good, does it?
I know, but I mean, just to come watch outdoor sports.
Well, I can't believe you didn't have one in your car just in case. And
I have blankets in there.
No.
Not a sleeping bag. Sleeping bags used to always scare me when I was a kid. You zip them up and you're trapped in there.
I have never heard that.
Feels like I'm suffocating. There's no way of escaping. If I have to get up and run, it'll take me
Nick trots
years.
down to second on fielder indifference. So you're saying you're claustrophobic
Yep.
from
Yeah.
sleeping bags?
I was always the kid who took just like one blanket and then got cold at church camp. And everyone else had sleeping bags, but I refused. I was like, if we have to run, I'm going to live.
Right, because of all the danger at church camp, you might have to run.
There's some weirdos out there.
Goes 2 balls.
Most of my church camps are in Missouri, so you don't know what kind of danger's out there.
Count 2 balls, 1 strike to Logan. Oh, Jasmine, what a life you've led.
I know.
And that one missing inside low, and the count 3 balls, 1 strike. So sleeping bags.
Mm-hmm.
But you're not scared of them now.
I mean, I haven't had a sleep in one for a while. They just, I don't know. I feel like if I'm awake, I'd be okay being in one. Like just coming to a game.
The 3-1. Ball 4. Logan draws the walk. And that'll bring up Kyler Reinhardt. Bases loaded. 2 outs here for the Larks. Kyler drew a walk in his last at bat. And Dylan Wright trying to get out of the jam. So 2 down here.
Dug out a lot more vocal than they were last year.
And it looks like that's going to do it for David Wright.
Dylan Wright?
Or Dylan Wright, thank you. We'll take a break and be back after this on the Lark Network.
My name is Caitlin Nichols, and I'm from Mesa, Colorado. I'm Carissa Slaybach, and I'm from Newton, Kansas. My name's Connor Atkinson, and I'm from Hutchinson, Kansas.
My name's Essence Tolson, and I'm from Otis, Colorado.
My name's Hunter Begley, and I'm from Houston, Texas.
I'm Kadria Healy, and I'm from Atlanta, Georgia.
My name's Kara Horton, and I'm from Americus, Kansas.
My name is Malaya Bray. I'm from Hugo, Oklahoma.
My name's Morgan Stern, and I'm from Lehigh, Utah.
Hi, I'm Savannah Villegas, and I'm from Corpus Christi, Texas.
My name is Sheila Hedrick, and I'm from Charlotte, Colorado.
My name is Whitney Green, and I'm from Texarkana, Arkansas.
My name is Molly Shervany, and both my parents and my older sister have gone to KU. It's kind of the thing we do, and that's what I was planning on too. But I loved the Heston College tour. I still remember my personal guide, Kimmy, and talking with all the art professors. At KU, I was in a huge group of students, and I didn't really get to see what I wanted. Heston College made it for me. Taking gen eds at Heston is helping me build a really strong foundation. I get individual attention and know my professors and everyone in my class. I like the personal relationships, and that's something that Heston offered that nowhere else did. With this foundation, I'll be ready to finish my major at KU. I'm currently a Heston Lark, but soon I'll be cheering Rock Chalk Jayhawk at KU.
I'm Roman Arnold from Dallas, Texas. I toured my dad's school, Texas A&M, and it really was beautiful.
And welcome back. Coming into pitch here for the Hawks, Brennan Bales. And John Locke coming in to hit now for Kyle Reinhardt. So the Marshall in a pinch hit appearance with the bases loaded. And the Larks trailing 2-1. Our dugout has come to life, Jasmine. And that pitch downstairs in the dirt to Bale, from Bales to Law. 1 ball. Jasmine's surfing her phone to play music. She thinks her time to shine.
I didn't have time to make a playlist.
John not cheated in the count quickly, even 1 ball, 1 strike.
It is my time to shine. What do you mean?
It's always your time to shine.
You're right, actually.
And the 1-1 coming up. John back up the middle, slow roller, nice play by Bales to make the play. Bales with a diving stop and gets out of a jam. Lark strand 3. We're back after this on the Lark Network.
Earn your Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree at Heston College and become part of their 50-year tradition of outstanding nursing education. Located just 30 minutes north of Wichita, Heston College is a small, Christ-centered private college that provides state-of-the-art training for tomorrow's caregivers. The nursing program has maintained accreditation throughout its 50-year history, and 3 tracks offer you the BSN program you need to meet your goals, whether you are just starting out or building upon your previous education. The RN to BSN program offers hybrid courses scheduled to promote life balance, and also offers a special RN to BSN tuition program.
Small class size allows Heston College faculty to get to know and genuinely care for each student. A rigorous, holistic nursing curriculum provides practical hands-on experience in our active simulation lab. You will also gain real-world caregiving experience ranging from neonatal to geriatric in well-respected regional clinical agencies.
From my first contact with Heston College, I could feel the caring atmosphere. The nursing faculty made me feel at home. They walked me through the curriculum, and now as a student, they regularly check in on my life, my family, and my success.
Heston College provides the education and personal attention expected of a top private school at a cost comparable to public institutions. 100% of students who applied for financial aid received aid.
After classroom and clinicals, the ultimate goal is passing the RN licensure exam and getting a job. 98% of Hesston College's 1,600 graduates have achieved a RN licensure. Graduates are well respected in the healthcare industry with a great record of job placement. My employer loves hiring Hesston graduates and recruits them every.
And welcome back here to Oswald Field. We're in the top of the 5th inning. Hawks lead 2-1. As we've had a couple substitutions. I'm not sure who they put in center field, but they brought in a new center fielder. Harry, who'd they put in center field?
Zac Neely.
Okay, thank you. There's a grounder back at Kalen. First pitch, tosses over to Joel. And Zach in. This home plate umpire does a good job of letting us know when there are changes.
Mm-hmm.
And there's one away here. Dumont coming to bat. First pitch swinging, popped out of play. Temperatures are slowly dropping down. Pitch misses upstairs. And the count 1-1 strike. That one upstairs with the count. Now 2-1 strike to Dumont. That ball a mile high. Joel calling for it. Can't make the play, and Dumont stays alive. Count now, 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the 2-2 coming up. Line drive deep in the gap. Josh Stivers going back and makes a running catch. Tracked that ball off the bat. Thought that was going to be deep in the gap, but Josh ran underneath it. And there are 2 outs for Cale Ladwig. Ladwig, I mean. I keep glancing over and I see this, and I'm thinking, why are you wearing hospital scrubs? It looks like the color of hospital scrubs. Kalen working out of the stretch, and he misses downstairs. Now he changes it to the windup, it looks like. Curve misses. And the count 2 balls, no strikes. There's a line drive deep, but Zach Duncan plays it up. Northeast goes quietly, 1-2-3. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. Larks trail 2-1 back after this.
On the Lark Network.
The RN to BSN program offers hybrid courses scheduled to promote life balance. and also offers a special RN to BSN tuition program. Heston College provides the education and personal attention expected of a top private school at a cost comparable to public institutions. 100% of students who applied for financial aid received aid.
After classroom and clinicals, the ultimate goal is passing the RN licensure exam and getting a job. 98% of Heston College's 1,600 graduates have achieved a RN licensure. Graduates are well respected in the healthcare industry with a great record of job placement. My employer loves hiring Heston graduates and recruits them every spring.
Be a part of the tradition of caring as a Heston College BSN student. Learn more about the Heston College Nursing Program today.
And welcome back here to Oswald Field on the campus of Heston College as we're heading to the bottom of the sixth. Larks Trail, or bottom of the fifth, rather, excuse me. Larks Trail, 2-1 to Northeast. Top of the order, Ryan Morrissey, Josh Stivers, and Kaylin Haynes all due up.
What did I do?
I don't know. There you go. Brendan Bales has come into pitch as he misses upstairs by Ryan's eyes, 1 ball. There's a pitch that catches the outside corner for strike 1. That curve misses upstairs.
It feels so late.
It does. Curve drops in for a strike, and the count now 2 balls, 2 strikes to Ryan. That one misses downstairs. The 3-2. And Morrissey draws the walk here. Leadoff runner aboard. Jasmine, fun fact for you. You ready?
Yep.
In Division I college baseball, a runner, leadoff runner gets on, they score 66% of the time. That's Division I. I think it goes up for the junior college rank. I believe Rob Ramsar actually said he charted a 1 year at he had 71% of the time. Leadoff runner gets on with none out. And they score.
Interesting.
Stivers takes a strike. And Larks are 2 for 3 in that, they're 1 for 2 in that department tonight. In this game. Stivers 0 for 2. And Josh taps it foul into the Lark dugout. May need to put some new wire ties on the netting at the bottom of the screen. And the count 0-2. Stivers flew out and hit a line drive out, both hit outfield. That's too far outside. The count 2 balls, 2 strikes.
It's been a little quiet here.
Yeah, it has been. Both on the text, tweets, email, live chat front. Maybe everyone else is cold too.
Well, then shouldn't more people be talking, chatting in, watching from home? See my
Big
logic?
curve. I see your logic.
Thank
That
you.
curve misses from Bales. And the count is 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Why is he telling me like I work it up here?
Stivers checking out. Say, okay.
Don't they do it down in the dugout?
They've got it down in the dugout. But I appreciate the sentiment.
Nope. I don't. I don't like people correcting me. Unless it's positive. Constructive criticism only.
Count now 2-2 to Josh. He fights one off and stays at 2 balls and 2 strikes. You have to adjust anything. It stays at 2-2.
That's the worst part is having to pull my hands out from under my blanket.
You caught yourself. That went too high, and the count now is full 3 balls, 2 strikes. Time called. And I see your RA, Krista Slaybaugh, leaving.
Yep.
Did she bring her crab outside?
Probably not for the cold.
Because I was going to say, that will kill the crab.
Yeah, she microwaves him sometimes. Or not him, but like his house. So microwave like his little sand pit, so it's warm. I wonder what would happen if you microwaved him.
That pitch misses inside. And Stivers walks his way to first. And I'll bring up Kalen Haynes.
Man, that guy is not happy with that call.
So, quick conference on the mound. We talk things over. We'll be in action tomorrow. Don't forget, we're not going to have a video stream, but we'll have it up on audio. So tune in. You guys can listen in tomorrow at 3 o'clock. If something changes, keep checking the Heston.
If we had an app, like where you could just watch the games off the app and like listen in off the app. Wouldn't that be cool?
We should have an app for that. I mean, radio station has an app for it.
Yeah. Or you mean the radio station?
Yeah, the radio station that I call games for has an app for it.
That's what I'm saying. Something like that would be cool.
The Ad Astra Radio app.
Have you done any basketball games?
Oh, I've done a couple. Yeah, I've done several.
Recently?
Hillsborough Tournament was the last one I did. I did the championship games of the Hillsborough Tournament.
That was still a while ago. Feels like forever ago.
It does. It was just the...
I know, it was just this month, January.
Yeah, just a couple weeks ago. I'm hoping I get Heston Hillsborough on the radio. That should be 2 good ball games. Kalen Haynes digs in. Kalen was hit by a pitch and flew out. And Kalen, first pitch swinging, fouls off towards the soccer field. 2 on, none out here for the Larks in the bottom of the 5th. Larks scored run in the 3rd, but gave up 2 in the 4th. Have only allowed 1 hit. That one downstairs, yes?
I'll tell you later.
What was that?
What is this? What is this? Why? I didn't either. What is happening? This is terrible.
Got a question asking if anyone's throwing an NCC bullpen. It looks like they might have one person warming up out there. Can't tell who it is. Side armor, though.
That's the one thing I don't really like about baseball is how far away everything is.
Well, they moved the bullpen out there now.
Yeah.
Cavs 1 ball and 2 strikes to Kalen.
You have to have good eyes. Or binoculars.
That one misses inside. A good stop by Spears behind the dish. And the count evens 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the 2-2 coming up. Kalen swings, drives it up in the air. Richardson running underneath it and makes the play, and there's one out.
Cooper or Morgan?
I'll bring up Coop. So one out here, 2 on for the Larks for Coop. Coop shoots one that just tails foul. And the count 0-1. Coop on the ground, deep in the hole, gets through. Dumont on the far side, tight run on the way home. Throw coming, play at the plate, not in time. And Morrissey slips in.
It's a good slide.
And I think they're going to give Coop a hit on that. It was deep in the hole. Coop gets a hit. And Morrissey never slowed down, and we're all knotted up at 2 runs apiece.
I don't know.
Now Joe Ogletree coming to bat.
It was a little cold earlier today, but it heated up last time he hit.
Joel fouls one back to the fence. Yeah, Joel doubled his last at bat. He's 1 for 2 this game. Came into the game 3 for 7, 429 on the season. The 0-1 coming up. That one missing downstairs, and we're even at a ball and a strike. That one too far inside. Did you have a live chat?
What?
Did you just have someone in the live chat?
Yeah. Why?
Well, who wasn't? Where were they from?
Nowhere. I don't know.
Well, maybe she can tell us where she was from so we can add it to the map. The 2-1, that one misses upstairs. Runners move as that ball gets past Spears and back to the fence. And that count now 3 balls and a strike for.
They really need to check their email.
Joel. (3-1) coming up. Bales delivers. Joel just misses. Send that to me, too.
No. What's your email again?
RJ, WH, IT, CHER @gmail.com. Joel draws the walk.
Oh, I messed it up.
And the bases are loaded for Jeremy Deckinger. That looks right.
That is right. That's why.
Thank you. Thank you, Jasmine.
I know.
So Jeremy Deckinger coming to bat here. We're all knotted up. 1 run is in. The bases are loaded. We're tied at 2, and there's just an out. And that might close the book on Bales as Coach Clapp coming out. Infield comes in. And we're going to have some movement in the bullpen. They're going to bring in the right-hander. And I'm not sure who it is, but it was a sidearmer warming up. I wonder if that's not number 20, Justin Fry.
Do I play music?
Sure. We're back after this.
Is this my time to shine?
On the Lark Network.
I can't even hear it.
Earn your Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree at Heston College and become part of their 50-year tradition of outstanding nursing education. Located just 30 minutes north of Wichita, Heston College is a small, Christ-centered private college that provides state-of-the-art training for tomorrow's caregivers. The nursing program has maintained accreditation throughout its 50-year history, and 3 tracks offer you the BSN program you need to meet your goals, whether you are just starting out or building upon your previous education. The RN to BSN program offers hybrid courses scheduled to promote life balance and also offers a special RN to BSN tuition program.
Small class size allows Heston College faculty to get to know and genuinely care for each student. A rigorous, holistic nursing curriculum provides practical hands-on experience in our active simulation lab. You will also gain real-world caregiving experience ranging from neonatal to geriatric and well-respected regional clinical agencies.
From my first contact with Heston College, I could feel the caring atmosphere. The nursing faculty made me feel at home. They walked me through the curriculum, and now as a student, they regularly check in on my life, my family, and my success.
Heston College provides the education and personal attention expected of a top private school at a cost comparable to public institutions. 100% of students who applied for financial aid received aid.
After classroom and clinicals, the ultimate goal is passing the RN licensure exam and getting a job. 98% of Heston College.
And now pitching for Northeast Community College is number 20, Justin Fry. I think we've actually heard from Justin's fan club earlier tonight. So Fry comes in, sidearm deliverer. 1 out, bases loaded for Jeremy Deckinger and Heston College. That pitch from Fry misses outside. Now they count 1 ball, no strikes to JD. Runner coming home. Ball scoops away.
Safe.
On the missed tag, and Stivers is safe on the suicide squeeze.
It's like the catcher caught something.
And Spears came out. He had the tag, a ball squirted away.
Yeah. Take a cleat to the thigh?
I'm not sure.
Or to the finger? I think it was the hand.
Spears looks like he's walking it off, and
Salem, Virginia, watching Jared Morris play for NCC.
Put it on our map.
What? Oh, now I gotta redo it. But it's fine. Thank you for tuning in. Where's Virginia?
Right there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14 states.
So Stivers comes home on the suicide squeeze. Spears went to make the tag. As he made the tag, the ball came out. And Stivers is safe. I can add to that. But no, send it to me again. I don't. Now they're asking if it was a strike.
I couldn't tell you.
Well, they're asking. He said he did offer at that. They think he offered it. They're going to see if he did offer at that. If it is, it goes down in the book as a strike. On the suicide squeeze. Mark's trying to play a little small ball here. They've taken the lead. The run counts. Now they're just debating about the count.
This is terrible.
They said it's 2-0.
Not this game, but the Snapchat update, in case you were wondering.
Oh, what?
You know how many people I'm going to accidentally Snapchat? This is going to be really bad. That's always the worst.
And now more talking here between Coach Clapp and both umpires, saying he offered at the squeeze. And I understand his point of view here that JD offered at the suicide squeeze. Tried to bunt it, didn't.
Brr. Brr, it is cold.
It's not warm. And the count remains 2 balls and no strikes. And I think Coach Clapp had a legitimate gripe. So the count 2 balls and no strikes. That one bouncing down in the dirt. And the count 3 balls, no strikes to JD.
Ah, that breeze.
It's cold.
It hurts my face.
And the 3-0. Too far outside. JD walks to first. And that'll bring up
Australia.
Nick Platten. Nicholas Peter Frederick Platten.
He's going to hate me that I said that on air.
Yeah, well, he'll get over it or he'll go to bed mad. So Nick steps in. Bases loaded, 1 out. And Nick takes a breaking ball strike from Fry.
That pitcher kind of looks like Malachi from over here. Doesn't he?
I don't know.
You don't know who Malachi is?
I know who Malachi is. I don't know.
If it looks like him?
Yeah, count 1 ball, 1 strike now to Nick.
Well, let me just tell you it does.
Check that. The count 0-2. That was a strike. It dropped in. I didn't see a signal. My mistake. The count 0-2 now.
That's all right. Just don't let it happen again.
Strike 3 called, and Nick is frozen at the dish. Oh, Jazz.
Carrie Oxford says, I forgot my location earlier. Fruta, Colorado. Watching Cody Halverson for Northeast.
Or Kate Halverson.
Okay.
Cheering on the Hawks from Sayreville, New Jersey.
Oh, goodness. I got to do it again.
You don't have to send me this one this time.
Nope, I'm going to. Where's New Jersey?
And there's a pitch in the dirt to Logan Dryden.
Still, we don't got anyone from over here. Anybody watching from Oregon?
West Coast.
Nevada, Montana, California. I mean, I appreciate the people who are watching now. Don't get
we're having a lot of fun with this.
Thanks for telling us where you're watching from.
Yeah.
The map will be on Twitter, so everyone go check it out after the game.
There's a strike to Logan. They count now 1 ball, 1 strike. Larks lead 3-2 here in the bottom of the 5th. And Logan fouls it back. And that'll play in the count 1 ball, 2 strikes. I'm going to get home and there'd be 9 messages, all from you from the app.
Well, I thought we were at a
no, I liked
point
it.
where we had everything covered.
No, I
and
like this.
People just keep.
No, this is great.
Do we have anyone from Missouri or Arkansas?
No, we haven't yet.
I could have swore we had somebody say Missouri, but I didn't write it down. So
Logan is hit by the pitch, and a run comes home. And the Larks now lead 4-2. And Coach Clapp saying, didn't you duck in? But not getting the answer he wants. That'll bring up this is Zach Duncan.
I need chapstick. Nope, I don't use other people's chapstick.
If you take your finger.
Nope.
Okay. Oh.
It's another thing. Gloves, chapstick. But I'm not a germaphobe.
No, not at all. Not at all.
I mean, I would eat stuff off the floor.
I think I've seen you do that.
Like, I'm the person, when people are like teasing other people and they lick something so they won't eat it, I'm going to eat it still. Even if you lick it. Even if you spit on it, I'd still eat it.
Zach.
But I won't use other people's chapstick. It's just, I don't know.
Zach Duncan takes a strike. Zach sporting interesting batting gloves there. Those are work gloves.
Where's he from? Do you know?
Oklahoma, and his family very involved in the cattle industry.
I was going to say.
The 0-2 coming up to Zach.
That's funny. They match.
Swing and a miss, and Zach goes down, but 3 runs across here for the Larks in the 5th. We'll take a break and be back after this.
Aubrey Johnson, Mustang, Oklahoma.
Braden Hancock, Brighton, Colorado.
Kyle Hartley, Benton, Kansas.
Colby Corf, Hugoton, Kansas.
Coy Campbell, Dallas, Texas.
C.R. Curlis, Hayesville, Kansas.
David Ladwig, Wichita, Kansas.
Grant Harding, Lewisburg, Kansas.
Ishmael Moye, Arlington, Kansas.
Isaiah Smith, Dallas, Texas.
Kendall Pelton, Cheyenne Wells, Colorado.
Ladwig, Arlington, Texas.
Rex Lee, China.
Shannon Cordes, Lawrence, Kansas.
Shamel Almanor, Miami, Florida.
Zac Neely, Ada, Oklahoma.
My name is Caitlin Nichols, and I'm from Mesa, Colorado. I'm Carissa Slaybach, and I'm from Newton, Kansas. My name's Connor Atkinson, and I'm from Hutchinson, Kansas.
My name's Essence Tolson, and I'm from Otis, Colorado.
My name's Hunter Begley, and I'm from Houston, Texas.
I'm Kadria Healy, and I'm from Atlanta, Georgia.
My name's Kara Horton, and I'm from Americus, Kansas.
And welcome back here as we're in the top of the 6th. Drew Smith coming to bat. Kalen working in the 6th and misses upstairs. They count now 2 balls, no strikes.
Oh, crap.
What?
I'm supposed to do laundry today.
Fly ball right field. And Coop comes underneath and makes a play.
Bummer.
That brings up Tanner Hunt.
He's at 97.
For what kind of stats? Okay. I'm not really, but I can. Try to anyway.
Do you have any of you right now that I can?
No, I just have my book that I haven't even filled out yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
There's a chopper on the ground left side. They count 1 ball, 1 strike.
Don't go around telling people.
He told the whole team.
And the 1-1 coming up. That one too far outside. They count 2 balls and 1 strike.
Your mom is different. Your mom's not Carter. I didn't know everyone knew.
Knew what?
Well, I didn't know that.
And the 2-1 coming up. That one fouled back and out of play.
Watching in Portland, Oregon right now, rooting for a catcher playing for Northeast.
Okay.
Alex
there's
Johnston.
There's
There's
West
my
Coast.
Oregon.
There's your West Coast.
Okay, that's not Oregon.
No,
Where is
up.
it? Up. I found it. Wow, 16 states. This is exciting.
And the count 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Hmm?
There's a
I know.
power drive going back. Stivers trying to make a catch. And they said, did he make the catch? Stivers did make the catch. The umpire coming out saying he's out on the catch. Josh making a diving, falling catch out there. That was a good play out there by Josh, and there are 2 outs.
How about I just wait to email us at the end?
Yeah, why not? At this point, let's just wait.
Wow. Thanks, everyone, for
Yeah,
tuning
we're
in
glad
and
you guys
letting us know where
have.
you're from.
We've had a lot of fun
102.
bringing this baseball game, Northeast's first 2 historical baseball games out.
Mm-hmm.
We hope that we keep getting large viewers tuning in as Dom Sanders misses with the first pitch swing. And some action out there in the Lark
I hope
bullpen.
that people have enjoyed listening to us.
Yeah,
as well,
I hope so too.
Despite the poor quality connection at times. Apologize again.
Kalen paints the outside corner and the count 0-2. That one too far outside, and the count 1 ball and 2 strikes. I'm going to put a hurting on some mozzarella sticks when I get home.
You gonna make some?
I have them already. A 1-2 from the Schwann man.
Oh.
That one fouled back into the fence. They're really good, though.
Are they?
Yeah. Really good. And the count 1 ball and 2 strikes. Two outs here in the top of the 6th. Larks lead 4-2. Curveball misses. Stayed a little bit low in the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2 coming up. Too far outside. Wind trying to pick up just a little bit. We don't need any of that wind picking up.
I can already see the dirt blowing in the air.
Yeah, it said it was going to pick up as the night goes on, so let's go. No one needs any of that wind. I know you and I both don't need any of that wind up here. 3-2 on the way. Ball 4. And that one stayed too low, and Sanders is aboard. Up to that point, Kalen had retired 6 straight hitters. And Spears coming to bat. Spears drew a walk in his last at bat and scored a run as he takes an eye-high fastball for ball 1. Uh-oh.
The Perez family watching the Larks from Austin, Texas.
All right.
Uh-oh, what?
Oregon's gone.
No, that's one of the old ones.
Oh.
That's a picture.
Again, Kalen misses upstairs. Some warm-up going on in the Lark bullpen.
Maybe I should just put it in the thing.
Looks like Brad McBride out there warming up.
Oops.
There's a strike on the inside corner. They count 2 balls, no strikes. Or 2 balls, 1 strike, excuse me.
I'm just trying to put it in this thing. Actually, I don't think I can.
That's
maybe. Nope.
That pitch missing. They count 3 balls, 1 strike.
Yeah, I don't know how to do it without Keegan.
Okay, well, we'll figure that out.
I could put an emoji. Wow, that's exciting.
The 3-1. There's a strike at the knees.
I think I will put some emojis.
And they count now 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Gabriel Swartz watching the Larks in Overland Park, Kansas.
Okay.
Hope
The
you
3-2
guys
coming up.
enjoy my emojis.
Downstairs, ball 4. And Spears draws his second walk.
Oh, I don't know how to go back to my regular keyboard. I should probably just stop messing with this.
6 walks issued today, and I think that might close the book on Kalen.
It's super upsetting that I can't figure out how to put a picture, though.
Well, live chat might be difficult.
I feel like it should be easy. You just upload a picture, like
No.
Facebook comments.
Well, it's YouTube. They make things a little difficult. Yeah. Yeah, that's fresh. That's a fresh new heater today.
Hey, get those away in the trash.
Oh, wait. And this. Thank you. High five.
Thank you for the corn dogs, Carter.
Yeah, thanks, Carter.
And
Wait,
Kalen's
is he
done
leaving?
for the day.
Oh,
Well, I'm thanking him anyway for the corn dogs.
I was just wondering. I think that's the most viewers I've ever broadcasted for. 102.
Several years back, we had 600 and some watching at Johnson County Heston College
what?
basketball. Oh, yeah.
Was it nationals or something?
No, but it was a whole lot of viewers.
That's impressive. 102. For basketball, we average like 40. Yeah, on a good night.
Brad McBride coming in to pitch here for the Larks.
Oh, I forgot to play music.
Yeah.
Sorry, everyone.
We'll be back in action tomorrow at 3 o'clock, tentatively. Our fans are leaving.
What?
I said, we don't have a whole lot of people here anymore.
Yeah, because it's freezing.
Yeah, it's not warm. Your mom has a cocoon.
Your mom's a diehard fan.
Harry's mom is still here, but she has a cocoon.
She would still be here if there was a blizzard.
You wouldn't be.
I would be gone. I would be the long gun.
Jasmine will be out of here if there was blizzard.
Yeah.
So Saturday she'll be out of here. Brad McBride.
Or go to Dallas. Stay with Mrs. Park. Tarzan.
Brad's a freshman from Texas.
He pitched pretty well in Dallas, didn't he? He did okay in Dallas. Okay.
As we are in the...
Harry Park pitched pretty well in Dallas.
Harry got the only win down in Dallas.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully there's a game tomorrow.
And this will be first baseman Colin King. Yes. Yeah, we just need more cameras.
We should do a zip line across, and then I'll just slide with a camera, like a GoPro.
Jazz,
I'll get Jacob Harris's GoPro.
You get hit.
Heston on a budget. That'd be funny.
So Brad coming into work. Looks like we're on tap for less than an inch of snow on Saturday. That one comes too far in, and McBride hits Colin, and Colin aboard. Colin King aboard after being hit by a pitch. As that one brings in Gene Santos. Santos reached on an error and flew out. He's 0 for 2. 2 outs and the bases loaded. A flock of Hawks on the base paths. That gets by Jeremy Deckinger, runner coming home. Jeremy couldn't find the ball, and Sanders slips in. Runners move up. Sanders scores. It's 4-3 here in the 6th. College baseball brought to you on the
Look
partner.
what just happened to me. What did I say I was going to do earlier?
You're going to Snapchat someone wrong.
Because of the Snapchat update, and I just did. Dang it. I hate this stupid update. I have to delete my whole life now. I got to go off the radar.
Got to go off grid. Jasmine's heading off grid, folks.
Man.
And the count evens up at 1-1 strike to Santos after the strike.
Gosh, this is the worst.
That's a tapper on the ground. Nick Platten play across the diamond. Joel can't come up with it. Runner comes home. And we're all tied up.
No, not tied up, are we? It's 3.
We're all tied up at 4 apiece.
There was 2 that came?
Just 1. You missed a run earlier.
No, the scoreboard says 3.
It's 4-4, Jasmine. Jess.
What?
I have it. 4-4.
Fake news. Just kidding, I believe you.
Fake news.
Now they updated it.
Yeah. 4-4, we're all tied up here in the 6th. And Brad McBride misses upstairs.
This is a disaster.
Count 1 ball. And no strikes here to Richardson. 2 outs. Richardson Tapper, left side, foul past Morrissey. And the count now even, 1 ball, 1 strike.
The Loft family is watching from
Bordeaux, France?
France. Go Northeast.
That's cool.
Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah.
Where is Bordeaux, France?
In France?
Yeah, well, I need a location.
I don't
Proximity.
know. That I don't know exactly. I can tell you where France is on the map. I'm not sure where Bordeaux, France is.
I know a guy from France.
Popped out of play.
Let me add that to the list.
4 different countries.
Well, 5. Including
the United States.
Russia, Australia, Brazil, France.
That's pretty cool.
On a roll.
That is pretty cool. Now they count 1 ball and 2 strikes. The wind is definitely picking up. That is a slow roller at Morrissey. Morrissey's throw across. Joel scoops it up, but damage done again by Northeast. They score 2. We're back after this on the Lark Network.
Earn your Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree at Heston College and become part of their 50-year tradition of outstanding nursing education. Located just 30 minutes north of Wichita, Heston College is a small, Christ-centered private college that provides state-of-the-art training for tomorrow's caregivers. The nursing program has maintained accreditation throughout its 50-year history, and 3 tracks offer you the BSN program you need to meet your goals, whether you are just starting out or building upon your previous education. The RN to BSN program offers hybrid courses scheduled to promote life balance, and also offers a special RN to BSN tuition program.
Small class size allows Heston College faculty to get to know and genuinely care for each student. A rigorous, holistic nursing curriculum provides practical hands-on experience in our active simulation lab. You will also gain real-world caregiving experience ranging from neonatal to geriatric in well-respected regional clinical agencies.
From my first contact with Heston College, I could feel the caring atmosphere. The nursing faculty made me feel at home. They walked me through the curriculum, and now as a student, they regularly check in on my life, my family, and my success.
Heston College provides the education and personal attention expected of a top private school at a cost comparable to public institutions. 100% of students who applied for financial aid received aid.
After classroom and clinicals, the ultimate goal is passing the RN licensure exam and getting a job. 98% of Heston College's 1,600 graduates have achieved a RN licensure. Graduates are well respected in the healthcare industry with.
And welcome back as Kale Lavich checking into pitch. As we are in the bottom of the 6th. Ryan Morrissey coming to bat. Sorry, Wes, didn't mean to bump into you. Larks and Hawks all tied up at 4 runs apiece. And there's a strike at the knees to Ryan. And the count even with 1 ball, 1 strike. Lavich into pitch. And Ryan fouls it off of the screen. And a no firearm sign on the fence. One, two. Curveball curves in for the strike, and Ryan is retired. And that brings up Josh Stivers. Stivers drew a walk, scored on the suicide pitch. Or suicide squeeze, I should say. There's an outside corner strike to Stivers.
nose is starting to get sniffly.
I'm with you. That pitch downstairs in the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. There's a curveball. Breaks in for a strike. And the count 1 ball and 2 strikes now to Josh as we're in the 6th. Stivers fly ball. Center field over the head of Richardson. And that's going to roll out to the warning track. And Josh is rounding into second with a stand-up double. And that brings up Kalen Haynes. Haynes coming to bat. Kalen was hit by a pitch and flew out twice. That pitch too far outside. And the 1-0 coming up. There's a strike at the knees. Kalen asked for time, wasn't granted.
Why not?
It's umpire's discretion if they want to grant time or not.
So they can just decide all that stuff? It's too much power.
And they count 1 ball, 1 strike. Kalen taps one. Ladwig. Underhand toss over there to King at first base. And there's 2 away.
Oh my goodness. Watching from Genoa, Italy. Thought I would add mine too.
Okay,
Go
that's
Larks.
really cool. That is
Italy?
cool. From Italy, France, Australia.
Who are you watching?
I would guess someone from Northeast.
No,
or
they
that's
said Go
Leafs.
Larks.
Oh, that's interesting. I don't know who that would be.
Yeah,
I said,
we'd
wow.
love to know who y'all are watching as well.
Yeah, who you want to watch from? Who you're watching? This is really cool. Chapper on the ground as Cooper fights off the first pitch he sees.
This is crazy.
Yeah, this is cool though. If we can get this every time, this would be really cool. That's another tapper foul, left side. And the count quickly 0-2. And the 0-2. Way outside. And the count now even 2 balls and 2 strikes. Or 1 ball, 2 strikes, excuse me. Stivers over there at third base. Coop shoots one, and that will tail in the wind and just foul. And the count 1-2. The 2-2 delivery. Cooper, base knock into right field, and Cooper has singled in Josh Stivers. Coop with a piece of timely hitting. And the Larks retake the lead 5-4. Here in the bottom of the 6th. And now Joe Ogletree coming to bat. Joe Joel, hot shot, bend to the gap, past the diving third baseman Sanders. They're sending Cooper home. Cooper on his way, and Joel doubles in another run. Coop goes all the way, scoring from first. Never slow down, and Joel aboard with the double. And the Larks now ahead 6-4.
Good crucial hit by Joel.
Yeah, big time hit by Joel. A double down the line. That's his second double of the contest. The Larks now up 6-4.
North Carolina just beat Duke.
Did they really?
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to bring in, looks like Bob's coming in to run.
Bob, I love that guy.
And you asked me Bob, it's Nikiri Fujimura coming in to run.
Bob for short.
But he likes to go by Bob.
I'm surprised we don't have anyone from Japan watching.
We might. You never know. You better check the live chat.
You're right. Go Larks from Jody.
Gerald's.
Gerald's?
Yeah. And there's a fly ball center field. Richardson camping underneath it. And Richards can't make the play. It drops down. Bob on his way in. And Bob scores the run. And Bob comes in and scores. So Nikiri Fujimura scoring. Richardson camped underneath it. And just the last, I'm not sure if he lost it or what happened, but that ball drops in.
Sean Hendricks says, you guys are great. I'm a Hawks pop. Had to watch end of first game streaming while at Heston. Family practice for hand. X-ray for my son.
Okay.
All's good. Memorable first college game for us. Fremont, Nebraska.
Okay, cool.
Thanks
Good.
for tuning in.
Good. Glad that everything's okay with Caden Hendricks.
Yeah. Thanks for saying we're great.
Yeah.
I take it to heart.
Nick swinging, fouls it off towards the tarp. And the count is 1-1. Nick fouls one back to the fence. Jasmine's worst fear. Of course, she's also afraid of sleeping bags.
Fear.
Getting tangled up in sleeping bags.
Yes. Ozzy. Oi. I told you.
Yeah, I heard it.
Mad they didn't cue me in on that, but it's fine.
And the count 2 balls and 2 strikes. We're just trying to figure out a way to build a fire in this press box and keep us warm.
I'm about to.
That pitch stays upstairs, and the count 3-2 to Nick. Nicholas Peter Frederick Platten.
Nicholas Peter Frederick Platten. I've only said that when I was yelling at him.
That is on the ground, up the middle, but a play is made on the tag by Dumont. But 3 runs come across here for the Larks. They'll go to the top of the 7th and try and close this down. Larks lead 7-4. We're back after this.
My name is Molly Shervany, and both my parents and my older sister have gone to KU. It's kind of the thing we do. And that's what I was planning on too. But I loved the Heston College tour. I still remember my personal guide, Kimmy, and talking with all the art professors. At KU, I was in a huge group of students, and I didn't really get to see what I wanted. Heston College made it for me. Taking gen eds at Heston is helping me build a really strong foundation. I get individual attention and know my professors and everyone in my class. I like the personal relationships, and that's something that Heston offered that nowhere else did. With this foundation, I'll be ready to finish my major at KU. I'm currently a Heston Lark, but soon I'll be cheering Rock Chalk Jayhawk at KU.
I'm Roman Arnold from Dallas, Texas. I toured my dad's school, Texas A&M, and it really was beautiful, but it was huge. He talked about class sizes being over 100. I visited Heston as a baseball prospect and never looked back. I got the chance to be involved right away, not only on the field, but as a part of the community. Everybody knows each other on campus. We're really close-knit. And if you want faith to be a part of your athletic experience, no one does that better than Heston. I'm not worried about transferring. My advisor saw me out at least a half a dozen times the first semester just to make sure I was on the right track. I started as a lark at Heston College, and I'm planning on transferring to a state school, Texas A&M. Giga Maggies.
My name is Molly Shervany, and both my parents and my older sister have gone to KU. It's kind of the thing we do, and that's what I was planning on too. But I loved the Heston College tour. I still remember my personal guide, Kimmy, and talking with all the art professors. At KU, I was in a huge group of students, and I didn't really get to see what I wanted. Heston College made it for me. Taking gen eds at Heston is helping me build a really strong foundation. I get individual attention and know my professors and everyone in my class. I like the personal relationships, and that's something that Heston offered that nowhere else did. With this foundation, I'll be ready to finish.
And welcome back here, digging in the top of the 7th is Christian Dumont. Dumont takes a ball from Brad McBride. Hey, Jazz, got a text here saying, "Go Hawks, watching from the dorms, love your girls." So some of the Northeast girls in attendance or watching from back home.
That's so cute.
And they count 2 balls, no strikes.
I love that. Oh, wait, I was supposed to tweet about that. Wait, not that.
What were you going to tweet about?
The score.
Okay. 7-4, Brad McBride now. That one upstairs and count 3 balls, no strikes to Dumont.
Really enjoying watching Nick and the team play all morning from Nick's dad.
And the 3-0. And there's a strike at the knees to Dumont.
Also got a tweet saying, "What channel will you guys be on tomorrow?"
We'll be on the same network, same Lark. We'll check the website, check the YouTube channel. That is on the ground.
Man, I haven't checked Twitter in a while. An hour ago we said we had David Richardson tweet in and say, "What happened to the center fielder?"
They just switched him out.
I don't think anything, yeah. And then Scott Wright said, "Watching and listening to you guys. Good to hear about all things American and college scenes, as we don't have this in Australia." I may not be painting a very good picture of it. It's way better than I make it sound, I promise. Apologize about that.
Dumont aboard after the error.
I'm going to get a picture of the Australians together.
Do.
I'm going to.
And Brad misses downstairs. Dumont aboard. Error was charged to Morrissey. Ryan moved over to first base, and Bob has taken up residency over at third. That one too far outside. They count 1 ball, 1 strike. So Jazz is back on Twitter, checking things out.
Yeah, I kind of got... Well, I don't know why it stopped sending me notifications, too.
I don't either.
Silly Twitter.
The 2-0 misses upstairs, and the count now 3 balls and no strikes here to Kale Ladwig. And that one downstairs, and Brad issues a walk. Soccer girls supporting our baseball boys. Go Hawks. So Kyle coming out, and they're going to bring in a new pitcher. We'll be back after this on the Lark Network.
Aubrey Johnson, Mustang, Oklahoma.
Braden Hancock, Brighton, Colorado.
Kyle Hartley, Benton, Kansas.
Colby Korf, Hugoton, Kansas.
Coy Campbell, Dallas, Texas.
C.R. Curlis, Maysville, Kansas.
David Ladwig, Wichita, Kansas.
Grant Harding, Lewisburg, Kansas.
Ishmael Moye, Arlington, Kansas.
Isaiah Smith, Dallas, Texas.
Kendall Pelton, Cheyenne Wells, Colorado.
Malik Morar, Arlington, Texas.
Rex Lee, China.
Shannon Cordes, Lawrence, Kansas.
Shamel Almanor,
Miami, Florida.
Zac Neely, Ada, Oklahoma.
You know what I meant.
At Heston College, I really think about the logo as being centered to who we are. It's a greater than sign. It's an arrow. It's taking people places, and it's taking students beyond their worldview, beyond their comfort zones. It's about helping students be greater than themselves through an environment that is focused on Christ.
There is something greater than anything the world has to offer. Money, fame, fortune. It's finding meaning to your life, to find a purpose for living.
I'm greater than thinking I can do this on my own.
Multitasking well.
And welcome back here. What?
HG softball, watching Larks baseball from the van at Go Larks.
All
at
right.
Jasmine Pancratz. Thanks, Jamar.
Jamar couldn't tweet to me. That hurts.
Well, she does love me the most.
That's probably true.
Shout out to the softball girls. I hope you guys win tomorrow. You better win tomorrow. If you don't, I won't be super upset, but...
Mojo coming into pitch here. Joseph Perez, he misses downstairs on the first pitch to Drew Smith.
Also, Jamar, let me know if you guys are on, going to be broadcasted so we can keep that score updated when there is a baseball game.
We can check that out. And the count, 1 ball and 1 strike as Mojo comes back. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. And Drew Smith now quickly behind, 1 ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. And that is a hot shot past Bob. Runner coming home. And a base hit. And it's 7-5. Here in our top of the 7th. None out, 2 on, as the wind really started to pick up. So runners at first and second here, none out in the top of the 7th for the Hawks. Larks still leading 7-5. And there is a strike at the knees to Tanner Hunt. Tanner Hunt 0 for 3 in this ballgame, 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Hunt lays a bunt down. Bob slings it over. And Ryan Morrissey got in the way of the throw. Logan was over to cover it. And Hunt aboard on the little drag single. That brings up Dom Sanders. Sanders drew a walk, scored a run in the last inning. He's 0 for 2. With 2 strikeouts. And there's a strike on the inner half from Joseph Perez. Or as everyone knows him, Mojo.
Mojo.
And the 0-1. too far outside. The count evens, 1 ball, 1 strike. And the 1-1 coming up. Swing and a miss from Dom Sanders, and the count now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Larks lead 7-5, but the bases are loaded and none out for the Hawks. That is a ball hitting the bag into fair territory. 1 run is in, a second on the way. And Dom Sanders has himself a double off the bag. 2 runs come across, and we're all tied up at 7. And still none out here in the 7th.
Wait, has there been 3 runs this inning?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. I didn't want to tweet it wrong.
So runners at 2nd and 3rd for the Hawks. And that brings up catcher Cole Spears.
My email. Oh boy.
There's a swing and a miss by Spears. Spears drew a walk and scored a run. He's drawn 2 walks and scored 2 runs.
Oh, you guys are great, though. I'm supporting NCC. Watching from Queens, New York. Got another one.
All right.
Thank you, Google.
Fly ball popped up. Long run. That's going to get up in the wind and get out of play. What are we at? What's our count?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17?
17 states? That's
17.
Cool. That's cool.
I thought it was more, but...
And the 0-2 coming up. Strike 3 called. Cole Spears goes down looking. And there's 1 away here in the top of the 7th.
Oh, guess I'll do it again.
No, don't send it to me this time.
You don't want it?
I can figure it out. We've had 17 states.
Fine. Sheesh.
This is Colin King, and King fouls one off towards the bus. It'll be here.
It'll be on the YouTube channel. There just won't be video. So
That
she'll
run
just have to
comes
listen
home on
off
the
of
wild
the
pitch.
audio.
Yeah, same
like
thing. Just no video.
It'll just be a black screen.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And there'll be like the score and like in the little box and stuff.
Yeah. The wild pitch comes home, and Tanner Hunt comes home, and now Northeast has taken the lead 8-7. And the count 1 ball and 1 strike here to King. That curveball slips inside for a ball. And that pitch missing downstairs, and the count now 3-1. There's a strike, and the count now moves even, moves to full 3 balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. And Colin King is retired on strikes. But 4 runs across now with 2 outs and a runner on. There's a fly ball fouled back into the fence. The wind's starting to shift a little bit. Curveball comes inside. The count now 1 ball, 1 strike. Just 1 runner on third.
Oh, that's what you were trying
Yeah.
to say.
The count 1 ball, 1 strike here to Santos. Fly ball, that's going to get up in the wind. Bob calls for it and makes a play, but all kinds of trouble here for the Larks as they allow 4 runs to the Hawks. So the Larks with some work to do. We're back with the bottom of the 7th after this.
My name is Molly Shervany, and both my parents and my older sister have gone to KU. It's kind of the thing we do. And that's what I was planning on too. But I loved the Heston College tour. I still remember my personal guide, Kimmy, and talking with all the art professors. At KU, I was in a huge group of students, and I didn't really get to see what I wanted. Heston College made it for me. Taking gen eds at Heston is helping me build a really strong foundation. I get individual attention and know my professors and everyone in my class. I like the personal relationships, and that's something that Heston offered that nowhere else did. With this foundation, I'll be ready to finish my major at KU. I'm currently a Heston Lark, but soon I'll be cheering Rock Chalk Jayhawk at KU.
I'm Roman Arnold from Dallas, Texas. I toured my dad's school, Texas A&M, and it really was beautiful, but it was huge. He talked about class sizes being over 100. I visited Heston as a baseball prospect and never looked back. I got the chance to be involved right away, not only on the field, but as a part of the community. Everybody knows each other on campus. We're really close-knit. And if you want faith to be a part of your athletic experience, no one does that better than Heston. I'm not worried about transferring. My advisor saw me out at least a half a dozen times the first semester just to make sure I was on the right track. I started as a Lark at Heston College, and I'm planning on transferring to a state school, Texas A&M. Giga Maggies.
And welcome back here as we are in the bottom of the 7th. Logan Dryden coming to bat. Larks trail 8-7. And the first pitch from Ladwig down low. One ball to Logan. Ladwig deals. That's at the knees for a strike, and the count now 1 ball and 1 strike. Logan was hit by a pitch, drew a walk, doubled, so he is 1 for 1, but an on-base percentage of 1 billion. And Logan, a fly ball, that could be trouble, dropping, and it will be fair into the left field corner, and Logan, the tying run aboard to second base with the double. As that ball went down and underneath. And that brings up Zach Duncan. Zach struck out looking. And Jasmine will say this Northeast team is going to have a lot of fun this year.
No, I already put it in the live chat. And they're just a fun fan group, too. Thank you, everyone, for all the feedback. We love doing this, but we love it more when people interact and appreciate the broadcast. Good luck to NCC this season. Thank you all for enjoying our broadcast.
Zach Duncan offers at it, and Logan steals third. Logan swiping third on the offer. And so now the tying run for the Larks just 90 feet away with none out, excuse me. Zach chases upstairs, and the count now 0-2. Ladwig stepping off.
I feel like today should be Friday.
I know, I
It's
agree.
been a long week.
I agree with you. It was a long Tuesday. The 0-2 out upstairs. And they count 1 ball and 2 strikes. Zac chases, and he goes down swinging. And there's 1 out for Ryan Morrissey. Ryan Morrissey, base hit up the middle. And Logan trots home easy. First pitch swinging for Morrissey. And the Larks are tied up with the Hawks in the 7th. That brings up Josh Stivers. We've had a lot of fun bringing this game. We'll bring tomorrow here. Same thing. It's tuned to the Lark Network via YouTube, via the Hessen College website. We'll be here. Just won't be able to see the game, but you'll be able to hear it. The 1-0. Missing down low to Stivers, and the count now 2 balls, no strikes to Josh. Ryan Morrissey over there at first base. Score all tied up at 8 runs apiece. That one upstairs. And the count 3-0 to Stivers. There's a strike on the outside corner. The count 3 balls, 1 strike. Strike 2. The umpire. That was a very emphatic strike 2. The count is full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Stivers fly ball, backside, but that's going to hang up in the wind. Hunt makes the play, dropping the ball down. Hunt couldn't come up with it, and the Larks now with 2 on and 1 out. As that wind has made anything in the air an adventure tonight. And Kalen Haynes due up. Kalen 0 for 3. Looks like they brought in a pinch runner. Out there. We're all tied up at 8 runs apiece. Kalen Haynes digs in. Kalen rips a shot. That is over the head of Hunt. Coming home is the game-winning run as the Larks rally on Kalen Haynes' doubles. That was a laser beam out there. Larks come away with the victory, 9-8 on Kalen's double. As Kalen hit a laser beam into the wind over Tanner Hunt out there. And we'll be back tomorrow to bring you the game. Final score here in Game 2. Larks win 9-8. Jasmine and I have had a lot of fun for the Northeast fans and the Lark fans coming to the game tonight. It's been just a blast. We're glad you guys have tuned in. We had, 17 states represented, 5 other countries from across the world, which is really cool. So that was a lot of fun. Jazz, it's always been fun. We have a lot of fun doing this. We will be back tomorrow, 3 o'clock, first pitch right here on the Lark Network. For Jasmine Pankratz, I'm Rusty Witcher saying thank you and good night.